back. We've actually been here for a while. We were recording because we were discussing loot and how the Lotus system works, or Locus system works. So welcome back to part 2 of Materia's D&D session 155, where we play D&D our way. And essentially, previously, before the break, the Menagerie got some more insight on taking the leap from Groa, one of the members of the expedition group out here, who is seemingly obsessed with the puzzle, trying to figure out what that means here at these ruins. They also heard from her and confirmation from uh, Stefan that they have tried going underneath the temple through the water, but seemingly anyone that dives down there eventually loses sense of what up and down is, left and right, and they start to panic and they instinctively swim out. The menagerie also took the time to set up 2 towers, thanks to Rock, one larger one that is for the survivors to rest in and recoup, and the other one for the menagerie to discuss, uh, take the magic items from Harmus's corpse and figure out what's going on, make plans. Ben was able to communicate eloquently with the group on what he saw while he divine interventioned, thanks to telepathic bond. Through that, he shared an image of the bloodletter demons on the other side, somewhere within the fiendish realms, gnawing and gnashing and grinding their teeth, getting ready to come through. However, as confirmation, the menagerie did stop this process from happening in this area. Um, Al managed to pull Loon back from the Fruit Loop dimension, and he got confirmation from Loon that she still loves him and cares about him, and there are no hard feelings. And yeah, and as mentioned, the menagerie went through and gathered the various magic items that were on Hormus's corpse, most of which are spellcaster-oriented items. And Cielo did scout the area, kind of tracing his steps, and he did manage to find a bonus item with a natural 20, finding a hand axe +1, which is a locust, so he can take that locust out and put it on any other item, which he currently has in his Cloak of Billowing just for fun. So, as we return, it is...
Give it to Karos.
Okay, well, okay, cool. So, as we return, the night has fallen. Haros is on the top of the tower keeping watch. He rolled a Nirvana die, and so he's working with a 30 perception. And I will say throughout the evening, quiet, minus whatever natures and stuff is going on. So, if none of my players have any objections, we just, as I said during the break, we did a bunch of item discussions, but now we get to do a bunch of item recharges and spell recharging stuff. Oh, I will say one important one is when Ben was sharing the image as best as he could through the telepathic bond, everyone succeeded on their wisdom saving throw short of Al. So anyone that needed hit point recovery, remember our rule, you need to use a kit charge from your healer's kit, if not using magical stuff, to be able to rest and get full hit points back. Al, unfortunately, is not able to benefit from this. And then Al will need to roll a d6, and on a 4+, he gets the spell slot back. If not, he does not get it back. Then, thanks to the trauma and the visual horrors that he saw.
Thanks, Ben.
A stronger constant will. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was really tired, okay?
Yeah.
So,
I had a bad day.
And unfortunately, because of the lack of restful sleep, Al still carries over his 1 point, or is it 2 points of exhaustion?
No, he and I will both still have 1 point of exhaustion even after a long rest.
Yeah, but Al is not able to remove a point of exhaustion due to a long rest.
Oh, so he still has 2 then.
Yes.
Ooh. But I can get rid of one of mine?
Yeah, you can get rid of anyone that has exhaustion besides Al.
Can
and
reduce
get rid
by
of
1.
one. Yep.
Got it.
Al, that was troubled through the night. I got rocks. So Ben, I'll take care of your tokens.
I already did mine.
Ben, and then Cielo. Okay, cool. So yeah, everyone's looking a lot more fresh, a lot more,
Except
you
for
know,
Al.
as Al definitely did not have a good night's sleep. Um, I will say at one point because Loon Loon did go down to help protect the door, but once needed, she did nuzzle up with Al to try to comfort him through the night, but he still did not sleep well. So let's do item recharges and item setting and everything. So um, I always forget who has what because you guys have a lot of magic items now. Al doesn't have anything, right?
Not to roll for. It's all just charges at
Yeah,
dawn, or
just
I think the
recharge.
clawwork charges at dusk, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but he didn't use it anyway. So,
Nope. He didn't use
but his
that. Okay.
horn, his
And
crest will both go back to full, I assume.
got it. Uh, yeah. There should be rules written on there and what the
I just
recharges.
meant he's not.
Like,
That doesn't. His exhaustion, like his condition, is not affecting those items recharging.
no,
I
no, not
assume.
items.
Okay.
No, no, no,
Okay.
not items. Not items. Yeah.
Real quick. So while I've got, so his lucky and his bardic would come back, or is that subject to
No,
dice
no,
rolls
that's fine. That comes back. It's
and hit
just
dice?
um hit die can come back, but he still doesn't get the full heal.
Right. Okay. So he back to
Yeah.
full hit dice, but still at whatever HP he had before long
Yes.
rest. Got it.
Exactly. Yes.
Which, hold on, we never did the
Okay.
song. Let me roll his song of rest because you had said specifically he wanted to
Yes.
do that.
He
So
was
let
going to do Silent
me
Rest.
roll. I think it's a
A D10.
D10. Okay, yeah, let me roll a
Yep.
D10. It is a 10. Hey, nice.
Okay, so yeah, that will work.
So he gets at least 10 back from that.
Yes. Okay, and then Loon Loon is a 5th level Loon Loon.
Yeah, so
So
35 HP,
however you
15
want to.
AC.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Just so we have that tracked. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So Al is a Ben. Ben doesn't have any recharges that aren't just sets, so Ben is good.
I'll roll a totem.
Sure. Cielo. Cielo,
Mine
Cielo,
was
Cielo.
just my earring,
Oh, your earring. Okay, cool. So your earring got back.
and it only had one charge, so it didn't matter.
Gotcha. All right. Oh yeah, and then your smugglers doesn't require attunement, so you have that. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So your bow is a +1. All right. There's the ring. All right, Ben. We did Ben. Davis, you did your roll.
Yep, I'm extra charismatic today.
Okay. So you got
Eagle's
Eagles
Splendor.
Splendor. That also gives you.
Hit healing, extra healing when I use hit dice.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So remember that. I knew there's all of them had like a second effect. So
Yep.
Dragnar's on here. Grant's on here. Gustav's on here. Karos. Your special hit die. That you used for the baleful. I don't remember how many you had.
I have 4
All right.
used.
And is it a 3+?
One through 3 is a no comeback, and
Okay.
4, 5, 6 is yay comeback.
All right, go ahead, roll. See how many you get back.
Pachow.
Oh, nice. 3 out of 4.
Ooh, all but 1.
3 out of 4. All right, cool.
Go back to
All
1.
right.
So, question: do you have to roll for that one every time?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
You do. So just keep
Do
that
you
one
want me to
marked.
roll for? Sorry.
One. What's up?
You want me to roll for rocks portents or not?
Yes, you can.
And
He's,
engine? Question mark?
yeah, he can run his engine, but if he rolls the one that lets him roll to make it permanent, I make that on rock.
Okay.
So yeah. So just keep one of those hit die marked as.
All
Okay.
right,
So a 5 and a 13.
I'll
Thank
put that in the
you.
post.
All right, and then go ahead and roll. I forgot the word.
The engine.
D10 for the engine, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what that is.
A 9. 9
It's
is
not
twin
twinned.
spell.
Is it twinned?
It's twin. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you cast the spell that targets only one creature and does not have a range of self, you can expend 1 charge and roll a d6. See the still broken table. The target to target a second creature within range. To be eligible, the spell must be incapable of targeting more than one creature at the spell's current level. For example, Magic Missile and Scorching Ray are not eligible, but Ray of Frost or Chromatic Orb are. Yada yada blah blah blah. Okay, cool. All right. Um. Oh yeah. Just looking at Rock's inventory. He does have a lot of random things. So the mantle of spell resistance is currently still on his character. Did y'all give it to somebody or no? Did Karos borrow it as a blanket as you guys were joking when we weren't recording, or?
Up to Carlos.
Up to me.
I mean, it's got to be up to Rock, right?
I guess, yeah,
Yeah.
ultimately it's a truck. So, just make a note, I guess, and those things that you're tracking, Danny.
Yep.
To ask or remind Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you could give someone his bag of devouring if you wanted to. Just kidding.
Hey, I haven't heard Rock feed that thing in a while. I don't want to pull that thing out.
Yeah, yeah. I DM to players. I have been tracking the neglect.
Did we roll a Nirvana Karos?
No, we did not.
No, I was getting ready to, but Firefox was memory leaking for me, so I had to.
Gotcha. Just leaking all over you.
Yeah, and as far as spell preparations, you guys don't have to necessarily worry about that unless if there's something specifically you want to make sure that they prepare for today.
Yeah, cleric.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
sorry, not for you. I was
excuse me.
talking for Rock and.
You excuse yourself. How about you worry about your own spells?
Yeah,
And-
my
and-
2 of them that don't change.
Al would definitely want to make sure he has teleportation circle prepared. I think he might already. If not, then.
Gotcha. All right, lucky number 9. All right.
9.
Oh, he actually doesn't.
I will not change any of Rock's spells because I know he has a specific spell set. I'll just recharge his spell slots.
Gotcha. Oh. All right, and then Danny, when you're ready for the headache, that's gonna be Al's stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm good to go. I've got his little inventory thing ready to go, so I know what he needs.
How many? Okay, so just do them in order of tiers, I guess.
Yeah, you
You
want to
just
go top to
call which one you're doing.
bottom to top?
However you want to do it.
All right, so it's like he's used 1 out of 3 third level slots. So I would have to roll 2
Yes.
different d6s, one for each one.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 2 separate. It's for every single spell slot. So I would just do them in groups. For
Yeah,
first
yeah.
level,
So this
second
is
level, third
first
level.
level, second level. Is full. So
Okay,
third
got it.
level, he's used 2 out of 3. So here we go. And what is it? 4 and higher recharge?
Yeah, so he gets
Okay.
1 back. Yeah, he gets 1 back.
Fourth level, he's out all 3. So let's go to 3d6. 2 out of 3. Okay.
Okay, well, not as punishing. All right.
5.
5.
2 out of 2 is spent. So 2d6. He gets 1 back.
Okay.
These are the big ones because we kind of had some plans with some of the bigger spell slots. So both his 6 and 7 were gone. So yeah, he gets that one back. All right.
Okay.
And then for his, he does not get a 7th back.
No 7. Okay. Cool. Thank you for going through that.
And you said hit dice he gets all back. Hit points he does not. Yeah. Okay. Then I think he's good.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. So, with all that being said, morning has come. In the morning, Pebble would be perched on the survivors' towers, and as they some of them start to rise and stir, she flies back into y'all's tower and lands on Rock and goes toot toot toot. Starts waking Rock up. What is it, Pebble? No. Okay. And she incessantly makes sure that he's awake, and Rock will mosey on his way down and realize that some of the expedition crew are up and moving around, and greet them and start heading back and getting the rest of the menagerie up. So you guys are all awake. Al is definitely still worse for wear. Hormus's body is still at the bottom of the tower.
Good.
What do you guys wish to do?
I'll kind of look at everybody and go, since we don't have the thing, what plan get, and I kind of point out the door or window back. Can go temple, and I kind of like pat my own chest.
I mean, where else are they gonna go? We have to. We can't stay here anymore. We can't watch them. Well, I don't want to watch them.
No travel by self to hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Oops. Manage that.
Because out of game, we have no idea about this whole lizard thing in Whitlaw.
Right, you guys don't.
How are they gonna get to that tower from here?
Spell, and kind of looked at you like she
Yeah.
did this shit the other day.
We literally did it yesterday. Oh, but he wasn't around. He
Yeah,
was
but
off.
I could imagine you've done something, but
Yeah, you didn't realize that
You
they
would
were
have
gone.
seen me probably. You would have seen me be able to teleport back and forth between when I was making the tower and that, whatever. You would
yeah,
know
but
about the.
that's you. But there's a lot of people here. There's unless you do it one at a time, I guess.
And I kind of look at Al and like, you can do.
Actually, I forget. It's teleport 7th level, I think it is. Oh man, I feel like crap. I didn't get a wink of sleep. Like just thinking of all that stuff that you were talking about coming through those portals just really freaked me out. And I don't think I have it in me today. But, and then I'll say he could mention, it's like we do have a way of getting all of them back to Whitlaw immediately, which we'd have to probably communicate with the Circle of the Court of Stars folks to see if, and then Davis and Al could kind of explain like, oh yeah, we ran into these folks here, blah blah blah. We have a circle to go back, da 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 da, and kind of explain that we have some friends in Whitlaw that live under the city that happen to inhabit a place where there's a teleportation circle that we have access to, and they could go all in one go. Like that I could do today. That I think I could do. But I don't know if that's, I mean, really where we want to send them. It's farther from the Pack of the Sacrament at least, right? So,
They Whitlaw, right? I point to the survivors.
Oh, some of them probably, yeah, right? Because if they're heralds or if they're part of the college, yeah, maybe.
Okay, we if Al can send, he send. I
Can
learn.
you talk to the? Would
I
you have the way to talk to some of the folks back in Whitlaw? I know that's a thing that some divine
I
magics can do.
them. I know them. I know talk. So out of game, I can only do sending with a creature that I'm familiar with.
But we can help make you familiar, I think, right?
That's a DM call. But I
How
went ahead and I changed sending because I need to let my brother know what the hell happened with the unformed maze and the shepherd.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know how you would make him familiar short of
Like minor
introduction.
illusioning and I don't know.
Yeah, like the That would be very difficult still.
So a different way of potentially doing it would be scrying. Like we could have you scry on them somehow, but that's also you have to kind of know them.
You need to know where. Yep.
You
Yep.
could message Sej and he could do it for you.
To what?
It's like a message and then he messages Whitlaw.
I get what he's saying. So he's like Ben to Sej, Sej to Malik, Malik
Oh,
to
right, because
Sej,
he is familiar
Sej.
with them. I gotcha. Like a
Yes.
little, I gotcha. Okay.
They both use a spell slot, but who cares about 2 spell slots?
Yeah, especially
Cielo
Sej
wouldn't know that. Stop metagaming.
says.
This isn't Cielo talking.
Right.
No, that's actually pretty smart. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
that
good
is a
little
good.
workaround.
I'm not saying it's not a genius, but we don't know that Sage knows them.
Well, wait. Yeah, we do. Several of us know that Sej knows them.
You guys know it's a little bunny rabbit who's cheating right now, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, let's not pretend that we're like
I
we're
know,
we're
I'm just
compressing
like-
3 hours of morning prep into like 5 minutes of
Got it.
conversation. So.
I got it. Besides, I will insist that Cielo now speaks with a speech impediment because he has a mouth guard in.
That's true.
Not a mouth guard. It's a mouth cover. But I get what you're saying.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
So-
attached to my neck like a necklace on a lapel. All
Okay,
right?
I get.
so I send to Sage. Sage sends to the
The
lizard
cord
people.
stars. Yeah.
Yes. And then Al opens up the portal. How many can he do in the portal?
6 seconds.
Yeah. So
No, but
probably
oh,
all
it's
of
just
them.
6 that they just walk through. Okay.
And I'm not gonna
Okay.
be that type of a jerk. I'll say you could send them all. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean they could
You know,
literally
as
be
long as you're
gathered
prepared.
around right before.
Yeah.
Start pushing them all in.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Either get in there or we're
so-
gonna have Carlos send you in there.
You hesitate, we're pushing you.
Exactly.
We're gonna be like the Japanese loading the trains. Get your
We're gonna 300 you.
Kick you into a hole.
Kick you into the hole.
totally off subject, but if you ever been to Japan, it is so weird to see these guys with like a broomstick pushing people's backs into the train so the doors can close in like Tokyo.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Because they're trying to pack as many people as possible into these trains.
Real
But
quick,
anyway,
DM, looking at the inventory posts, we had Cielo and Davis both had quote unquote 1 day without long rest because of disease that has since been cured. Do I need to note anything with that, or can I just erase that?
You can erase that because they've been cured.
Well, yeah, but you
Okay.
hit the day without long rest. Obviously, we've had a long rest now. So, but was there any
Yeah.
ramifications of that?
No, you guys previously had the ramifications of it, if
Got
I
it.
remember right. And if I forgot, then I forgot. But
That's
I'm
fine.
pretty sure you had the.
I had it noted. I wanted to make sure I wasn't just deleting it for nothing.
Nope, you're good. You're good. Thank you. Okay. So.
We need a Nirvana roll still.
No, it's a 9. It's a 9.
Oh, did we get? Oh, okay, I didn't see it.
It's a 9. Yeah.
9.
9 indeed. Okay, so Ben contacts Sej.
mm-hmm.
Sej will contact the Court of Stars. And then getting a message back from the Court of Stars, he will message you back, Ben, and say, okay, they are prepared. They will meet them at the circle.
Can we, before we do all this, make sure that they're okay with going to Whitlaw?
Sure, we can
Right.
backpedal.
Yeah,
Want to.
sorry. I wanted before we commit to the bit.
Hold on. Charm person is
I mean, Al.
I am
has
particularly
mass suggestion.
charismatic today too.
Al also has mass suggestion if you really need it.
and worst case scenario is I can always animate the sorcerer's body and have him chase them out.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, basically go to be like, hey, so we'd love to get you all somewhere safe.
Well,
Yeah, obviously, we came from Whitlaw, but, through West Green. I don't know where most of you guys are from. We could probably get you back to Whitlaw this morning, if that's someplace you guys would be interested in. But it may not be a place you're familiar with, but we do have some friends there who could help you out. But you also would probably need to make sure you keep how we get you there quiet and just keep kind of the existence. Basically, it's a little underground kind of secret place under the city that I think they'd like to keep secret, but they're willing to help. I assume they were going to be willing to help because they're super nice. Which is Whitlaw someplace you guys would be interested in returning to? Would that be okay for you guys? Or you guys have, someplace to be there?
Uh, well, most of us at least have some form of ties to Whitlow.
Yeah, I mean, and the
There's
Heralds
college.
and yeah, they could help you out, right?
Well, the Heralds are probably the ones that are the least connected with Whitlaw. But however, those of us from the college and those of us from the museum, we call Whitlaw home.
Okay.
So um, that'd be excellent. That would actually save us a lot of time taking our findings from West Green and traveling all the way to
Yeah.
Whitlaw,
Good.
where we would
Perfect.
disseminate our.
So you can take
However,
stuff with you, but not a whole lot. Just whatever you can carry for the most part, just so you know. We'll have to take the
oh,
rest, but that's on us.
well, mm, I I believe for myself, speaking, that is fine, but I need to. Forgive me.
Yeah,
I
you
will.
can confer with your friends. That's fine. Everybody, we don't have to do this right now. It's fine. But Whitlaw's okay, right? So we can go ahead and send word and see if they're ready to have you guys come at some point.
How will we be one more time?
Uh,
What?
Al, you want to kind of explain how this works? And I'll talk to Al. I'll have Al explain.
Okay. Uh, Hi. Yeah. Um, Sorry. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah. I happen to know of a teleportation circle
Again, you didn't
in.
hear this from us, right? Just so you know. I mean, we're telling you about it, but like, if anybody asks, you don't know anything about it. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they understand. They nod. They okay. But anywho, we know of a teleportation circle. Uh, I've learned to use it. I can make a temporary circle here that will allow me to send. It counts everybody. I think I can get everybody through the circle over to Whitlaw's circle. Um, Unfortunately, you guys would only really be able to take anything that you're carrying. And yeah, as Davis said, uh, very few people know about the circle, and we don't want others to find out about it because if the wrong people find it, they might be able to use it to get into Whitlaw.
And it would put our friends in like a real bad position too. Like, just and they're super helpful. So, just keep it under wraps. Is all.
Understand. But and I will say, oh, but the good thing is, those of you from the the museum, your boss knows about it. Ofuma, he's well aware. We told him about it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, you would go into the undergrounds on the Kneeling District, and our friends there, um, lizard folk, just so you guys aren't startled when you get down there. Uh, they- they're really nice. They seem to, and one of the museum folk will say, "Oh, so it's good to see that. Good to hear that they are still calling Whitlaw home, Ed. I had seen a few. Never realized that they had a community. It was nice. Al smiles like, I don't think it's as luxurious or as. Well, anyways, they kind of hide. But if you guys are ready, you guys could probably take some notes or some ledgers, documents. I don't know where all your stuff is. I'm sorry. Do we need to take you somewhere around the camp to get whatever you want to take? Um, and you'll get different mutterings from some of them. It's like some of them will say if they'd like to go check out where they were, had one of their tents or that. And as you guys do help them in the morning, kind of go out and try to find things. A lot of stuff, a lot of the research has been taken, um, uh, or destroyed.
Yep.
However, some stuff is taken, it is salvageable. Uh, During all this, because Rock was the one that was, shit, I'm just role playing both characters today, sorry. Because Rock was the one that was discussed the leap, Groa will approach him, say, so, uh, and she'll take out a leather bound uh, notebook. I don't want to give you this, but I think it's for the best. Here, good luck figuring out what taking the plunge means, or taking a leap, or whatever. Uh, just don't lose it, don't destroy it, bring it back to me, or I swear on every type of grave, my own included, that I will hunt you down and I will ruin your life. Big grin. By the 11, I will ruin you.
Wow.
uh, yeah, so figure it out. I still get credit. I still get some credit when you do. So, for the sake of it, Rock has her notes.
Nice.
Yeah, so you'll see that they're able to collect some various things. There's most of the stuff that they're going to collect are like, some relatively well intact potteries, charcoal rubbings of various, imprints or indentions. Uh, Another individual has collected some of the plant life around here. But as you mentioned, it's what they can carry and not everything that they had. A large portion of their research and their findings are gone. But some things are found and retrieved and collected. And as Ben reaches out to Sej reaches out to Malik. Malik returns the response. Um, you'll get a Ben. You'll hear from Sej. Yeah, the Court of Stars, they're ready and waiting for their guests. Um, they sent the twins out to let Ofuma know as well.
David and Maggie, are they twins?
I guess so.
No. Wait, was it David and Maggie?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Okay.
No, not them, not them. The
Oh.
twins, the two lizard folk twins.
Oh, the lizard folk twins. Okay, that makes more
For
sense.
context, but yeah, sorry. When he said David Maggie, I was like, that's not their names that I remember, but maybe. um, but yeah, so, uh, yeah, green light to do your deed.
I'll let them know that Whitlaw's ready, or Whitlaw ready. Twins talk Puma. Uh,
Puma. Who's
Al,
I
that?
don't
Al was
know.
Ofuma.
Oh,
Ofuma's in.
Ofuma. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So on the 29th of Everly, this chain of reactions is going to happen. So Al will struggle because he's moving slow. It takes him quite some time to draw a circle. He draws it outside of the ruins
Yep.
because he doesn't want to ruin
Hey,
the ruins anymore. Hey, so essentially south of the map. So you guys gather, and he will draw the large circle. He will take his time, and you can. Those of you who are familiar with Al, he's struggling, a little sluggish.
Adam, can I ask a question just for mechanics?
Sure.
Would I think the greater restoration would help Al?
Greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
You know the spell, so yeah. If it says it removes exhaustion, yes, absolutely.
Well, it doesn't specifically say exhaustion.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Talk
I was gonna
exhaustion. Yeah,
say,
by
I
one
think it
level.
does.
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading the bullet statements down below.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will once I see that he's struggling, I will hit him with a greater restoration.
Okay, it's a
Damn.
5th level spell.
Correct.
Go ahead and roll a d6, and then what is the rank? So you put the ensorceral in what? Your mace?
Yes, in the sensor.
All right. So the sensor went from rare to very
Very
rare
rare.
to now exceptional.
To exceptional, yes.
Okay. So look at the. I think it's a 4+ then. So if you roll a 4+, you don't.
It is a 4+.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Is it a 4+ or a 5 or a 4 or less?
4+.
Okay. Yeah,
4,
for
5
some
is
reason
less.
I thought the numbers went different there. Okay.
Usually, unless if I do something wonky, lower is worse. Okay,
There we
so you
go.
do not use that spell slot,
Oh, badass.
and you cannot. But that's the now you cannot use that for your 5th level. So what now you can use it for a 4th, a 3rd, a 2nd, and a 1st. If that makes sense.
Today.
Today, yes.
Okay.
So
Cool.
basically,
Okay.
you can get up to one free version or one free use of each spell slot potentially.
Very
Oh,
powerful.
Up
cool.
to what,
Very
4th or
powerful.
5th?
Oh, I like it.
Up to 5th. 5th
Right.
is where it caps
Yeah,
out.
he just used 5th. What am I saying?
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you manage to channel that, and as you're doing it, you see that because you've embedded the ensorcel, and per the description, like you get to understand it's glass, but it's glass that was forged in a strange kind of situation that takes advantage of the nature of the locations that it was forged. So I accidentally closed out the item, so give me 1 second, because it's in the description of the item. I know it was cooled in the waters that are associated with the plane of water, but I don't remember everything else, so give me 1 second.
So I got to roll again then, because I did sending as well, which is a 3rd level.
Oh yes, that was the first one. Yep, that's fair. Go ahead and roll it. Yeah, so this crafted shaped shard of glass was forged in the enchanted fires and cold. Okay, so you can't. So the 3rd slot still counts as you trying, right? You can't
Got
just
it.
keep doing it until you get it.
Got it.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll use
So
3rd and 5th.
so the waters of the lake were said to be bleeding into the plains of water. So yeah. So there's an expression of the shard. Your sensor now has like a crystalline end to it, like rather than it just being like that metal, and it now the metal has kind of changed to represent that shard's like crystalline structure. So it glows each time the first time you cast that spell.
Cool.
And when you did the sending, it kind of glowed very dim. But now that you did the greater restoration, it glowed bright, and it it preserved that spell slot for you. So yeah, so I'll mark, or someone did already. Yeah, Al's down to 1
I got
expression.
it. I did it.
Thank you. Yeah, so he's feeling better. Thank you, Ben. Wow, it really got a crick out of my neck. Thanks, man. And then yeah, he'll draw the circle, set it up, and then he'll look at everybody. And he's like, so again, I don't know. This is some sort of caution. I'm sorry if you guys really don't mind. Can you not look for a second while I put the finishing touches on it, just in case?
I can't do it when anybody watches.
Thank you. And
But then,
You'll
and
see
then I'll
that-
tell them like, but once he's good, once he says go, you guys got to get in there.
Yeah, so I kind of imagine that he's kind of gathered everyone like around him as he's drawing it, and they're like on the perimeter of the circle. And then he's going to drop the magic note in the middle, right, that connects everything, and then he's gonna step out and he's gonna, and then everyone's gonna flood in.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah. So he said, if thank you for, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he starts doing it, and he puts in the final symbol that is associated with the quarter stars circle. Puts it in, steps out. He snaps his finger. The sound waves resonate with it, and the runes begin to do. And then with that purple fuchsia glow that's associated with Al, and the spiraling vortex of Al's magic just in a circular just um, sustains itself for briefly, and then everyone just kind of says good luck, and then jumps in, taking with them what small amounts they're able to take. And then as then briefly after the spiral spins in the opposite direction, and as the magic fades, it wipes away the circle, just leaving like a scuff mark essentially. So that's well,
Yeah, nice. Nicely
okay.
done. Good job.
And then Ben, you'll get a message from Sej. Malik says every 18 heads, and they will guide them out of the underground to the college.
So is
Or
he
to the
sending to me or replying for my send?
sending. He's sending to you.
Okay. So I'll say thank you. Tell my brother to contact me. I have news that he needs to know.
Okay. You don't get a response because he is not going to waste it. But got it. All right. We'll just go ahead and fast play that.
I marked off the spell slot for Al.
Thank you. We'll just jump right into that. Ben, you'll get a message, a familiar cold chill that is associated with your brother's magic and the taste of silver in your mouth, so you know it's him. Uh, says there's something urgent. Doesn't surprise me, as it involves you on an adventure. I hope you're well.
Okay, so I have 25 words, right?
Yes. And you can speak it in your, clean elegance
Yeah.
because he understands the same language
Yeah.
you do.
But remember, you need to
So
leave 2 for XOXO Menagerie.
correct.
Even in
So
replies.
successful divine intervention. That's 3.
Uh-huh.
And add 2 more for the XOXO. That's 5.
Okay.
Goddess retrieved souls from the maze.
Okay.
Saw gateways opening to abyss using soul power.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
You have tons of words left.
Oh, I know, but it's
Do donuts.
All right. You will get another message. However, in this instance, it will be a female voice, Ben. And hey, Lumina here. Uh, souls aren't meant to be consumed in that way. I I understand they can be taken, and that's concerning. But and then another one.
so that was the end. Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
reply.
And then,
I'll
yeah.
reply. There were 18, right?
Yep.
18 sacrifices. Chanting began.
Mm-hmm.
Rifts were being formed. Fiends on the other side trying to come through were being summoned by, what would I call these guys out of character? What are we
Blood
like? What are we
magic.
starting? Blood sorcerers, blood magicians. Is that what we would go
However,
with?
yeah, sure.
Okay, blood musicians, magician, not musicians.
Mhm. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah.
And then I will give led by, and then whatever his name was. I can't remember what it was.
Hormuz. You only said it
Hormones.
like 50 times. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to him.
Okay. Um.
Have
Lu-
body if needed.
okay. Uh. Again, Lumina coming through.
Most of it, at least.
Yeah. We understand that. However, the flesh and the energy are the fuel. Souls are the. And she struggles to explain it. That souls are something else. Were they trying to burn souls? And it's perfectly okay if you don't know. Like that's you have a chance to respond. This is not an area of your expertise.
Yeah, exactly. So, don't know if using or burning souls. What I saw, 18 sacrifices, 18 rifts being opened with fiends on the other side trying to come through.
Ah. And then your brother's voice will come in. He's like, "Okay, good, because that would have broke a lot of laws." Concerned that they were taken out of the maze, but the beacon and the shepherd are amicable.
So I have a reply then.
Yep.
Uh, I'm gonna. Where are we at on the map? I'm sorry. We're north. What north?
Northwest. Far northwest.
Oh, here,
Northwest
yeah, I can get the big map.
of Green Post.
Oh, Green Post way
Dude.
northwest of Green Post. Or
Yeah,
further
So
west, but yeah.
yeah, I got you. It'd be. He knows that you went because he knows you were in West Green, so he's seen you there. Um, so you guys, so this is West Green. You guys are all the way up here at the Davis marker. That is
okay,
who
so
rolled for this area.
I will say currently northwest of Hill Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Also, do you know? And then what was the minor deity's name that we met?
Bawu.
Bawu of
Bawu.
the
Do you
Scales.
know Bawu found temple that was desecrated by blood sorcerers?
Okay. Brother again. Probably, yeah. It's like, uh, stay safe. You're getting close to pack lands, from what I understand. Don't know a Bawu. Uh, keep your friends safe.
So I have a send back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Will do. Not close to Packlands. They have conquered region, taken over Hill Bottom, expanding east and probably south.
and then you'll just get one more from Lumina of sometime a little bit later, Ben. Um, so, stuff can happen, but just so since we're in this moment, so Lumina will ping you one more time, and this will be 10, 15 minutes later. Ben, be careful. People that can do the magic you're talking about are obviously very dangerous. And Mort's a bit pissed off. Not at you.
Is that the end?
Yeah, you can sense. Give me an insight check.
Sure. Where's my insight? Passive insight's a 20. Ooh, 14 plus 4.
So 18 total?
No, 24 total.
Oh, 24. Okay, I heard
I rolled
14.
a 14 plus
Got it.
10.
Got it. She wants to say more, but she doesn't know how to say it, but you don't know what she wants to say either. She's like, yeah.
Okay. I will send something back just because I think you should know this. They have champions, very dangerous, and a lot of magical items. Recovered 6 from the last champion we defeated. Was it 6 or was it 8? Hold on,
Oh,
let me double check that.
magic items. I think it was
It's
6.
It's 8.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was 8 total, 6 from the one guy, then the 2 others. So we covered 8 magical items so far.
Okay. All right.
Tell Mort I'll be safe.
Okay. And that's what you guys got. But that was again sometime later. So
I'll let the menagerie know. Told brother happened and about blood people.
Does he have anything else to tell us about them other than they suck? Sorry, they are bad.
No, he said close to land. I think we end they land. They conquered this. I told him.
Yep. Makes sense.
Where we go now?
So
Or-
before the guys left to Whitlaw, did they tell us, hey, here's some stuff that we'd like for you guys to take back with you? Did they point us in the direction of anything to take back?
um,
This
let
card
me
over here's got everything
see.
we could find.
Well, no, a lot of that stuff didn't survive.
Right. I knew that. But I was just curious if they had scrounged anything that they couldn't carry.
Yeah, they didn't. They were not able to scrounge anything large enough that would be not something that they could take with them. I mean, there is, okay, as mentioned, there is her Groa's notes,
Right.
but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anything that would be, yeah, either it was taken or destroyed, or they were able to take with them.
Got it.
Taken by the baddies, destroyed by the baddies, or taken with them. So you're good on that. Well, thank you for asking.
Well,
Uh,
Rock, what did Groa leave you there? Has it helped? Have you had a chance to look at it yet?
it's not that helpful. I'm still trying to figure out all her scribbles and everything.
I mean, you can read an unreadable book. I imagine you can figure out some scribbles.
Yeah, but can you read this handwriting? It shows it to you. It's like,
Oh
this
wow.
is. Ah! Yeah,
Yeah, she's got big
that's not
frantic
bad.
energy. It looks like that translates to her handwriting too.
I could probably read it. Probably not that
Oh.
hard.
Yeah.
Here, give it a shot.
He holds the book open, yeah, and just like towards your face. Um, sure. Intelligence check. If you are proficient in more than 3 languages, you can roll it with advantage. If you're able to speak more than three
Yeah.
languages.
Okay, never mind. I'll throw a guidance at him if he'll give me a
I
second.
don't need it. I don't need it.
I hope you roll a 1.
Intelligence check.
Yes. So sorry, so if you have I said advantage, but what I meant to say is intelligence check if you are proficient or able to speak more than 3 languages, which I think you can.
You can.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you have a
Oh,
you have
that's 2 d20s, not.
that's fine.
intended.
15,
Oops.
15 plus 8,
15 plus
Oh.
8.
23. Yeah, it's hard to read. But you are able to kind of pierce through the chicken scratch and the parts where she scratches out and frantically scribbles her new revelation or an understanding. Essentially, Groa is convinced that this. Wait, I lost my page. Okay, because we're on this map. Sorry, that's why I lost my page. That where you guys are, that these 2 statues, because they are so meticulously carved and so detailed, and the fact that they have the repeating phrase of take the plunge, take the dive, make a leap of faith, anything along those lines. And she has all 11 variations of the phrase written out, but painstakingly etched in the seams of their air quotes fabric of their clothing. That these are some sort of guides to lead the people to where they need to jump.
Do you tell us, Sheila?
I mouth the words out verbally.
Through your mouth guard, we see
So,
nothing.
oh, I'm not wearing the mouth
Ah,
guard. It's around. I like twined it around my neck.
Yeah, it's essentially what Karo started to do, I think, last week when he sent that milk card.
I would have like
Okay, so
verbalized it,
Adam.
but I
Sorry,
wouldn't
guys.
have like actually listened to like the words coming out of my mouth. But after I finished saying that part that he just said, I would have just been like, "Yeah, it just sounds like some mad scrawlings." Yeah, it's nothing.
So
Don't worry
Adam,
about it.
James has an idea. And
Sure.
did he overhear the conversation where she mentioned all the different variations?
well, you were exhausted from your
Uh,
divine intervention, so it's kind of maybe.
I don't think he
That's what
was.
I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I mean, like him reading it, he would have gone through the 11 variations. But her talking
Okay,
to Rock
that's
seems
all I
to have.
need.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
That's all I need. Do the 11 line up with God's?
I mean, religion check?
No, I'm asking the party that,
Oh,
just
got it,
in
got it,
general.
got it.
11
Well,
gods, 11 sayings.
Yeah, makes
I'm
sense to
not
me, right?
really a godly type, but yeah, there's like 11 main head honchos or honchettes or
Honcharinos.
deities.
Ben,
There's
real
like
quick. Oh, go ahead.
more smaller ones. He's just like rambling on. Go ahead.
Ben, give me intelligence check. It would be recent, so it'd be recent history. Um, then since it's recent history, you just lived it. You can, if you're not proficient, you can add your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay. So 19.
19. Um, there were 11 fingers and toes on the statue as well.
I'll point that out.
Yeah, but wasn't some of them like the extra ones were false, right? Like to hide the the rod thingies, right? Oh, maybe that was I don't know.
Do when you said the rod thing, it kind of clicks. Who has rod?
Is it rock?
Yeah, Rock has one,
Or yeah, Rock
and
would
you have the other.
like
I think Cielo.
no, no, no. You guys lost one.
Oh, we did.
It's part of that column.
Oh, right. Yeah, we stuck it
He
in.
inserted in the column, stuck there. So Rock would be like, I got one. The other one's all the
Back at
way
the
back
door.
there.
Yeah, I can go get it if you guys want. I think. Can it? Will it come out?
Well, will it close the door?
Beats me.
And Ben will kind of look at the rod and then look at the statues because they have their hands in a weird fashion. Does it look like the rod would fit in or on the hands of the statue?
No, but you look at it and they are expressing like that. As you see them on the oops, didn't mean to grab Davis. Meant to scroll.
Ah!
If you see like the way that their arms are in the same shape of the rod, essentially, like the dowsing rod. If you want to give me an investigation check, maybe you pick up on something.
Let's see here. That is 17 plus investigation. So 17.
17. All right. The statues, though, short of being reflections of each other, are nearly symmetrical. Obviously, some of the moss growth and the bird, oh, okay, and the bird droppings and the exposure to the elements is different, but you can see that they are essentially identical. Otherwise, however, one of them, uh, its hand is closed. The hand that's exposed, like it's pointing out, and the other one, the hand is open, as if to hold something.
I'll point at more intelligent people than me.
Bobby. Ow.
I am smart, but I'm not that
I said
smart
the
about
more
like.
intelligent people than me, Cielo.
Well, that's me.
It's almost everybody
Again,
but Davis. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, but again, just a reminder,
Yeah, my
guys,
intelligence is low.
you
That's
guys can
definitely
always,
more rock, but
And
it's
it's
also
Karos
me.
too.
yeah, you guys can always do rolls, and I can give you hints too, right? Like if you,
What type of role? Invest?
yeah, your choice. How would you, what would you like to try to ascertain, or what are you struggling with, and I can come up with a roll. Like if something clearly
The
doesn't make sense.
answer?
No, no, no,
Yeah. Just the
Answer, please.
sure. Okay. Roll me a.
Roll me a arithmetic check.
Yeah.
So
No.
this was like to take the lead, but we've gotten all the way to like the 11. Like you said, she had like 11 toes or something.
The Bawu statue had 11 toes and 11 fingers.
The one that was plastered over it.
Right, right. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
The false
Itself was.
statue. The false,
Yeah.
gross, fat idol thingy.
Mhm. So to kind of help you. So again, going back to the air quotes battle map, right? There's two statues. One of them has their hand extended. Oh yeah, these people are not here anymore. Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Ah, shit! They never went
Delete.
through.
Ah, guys.
You had one.
No.
Cast the
Two.
spell again.
Nope, he has no slots for it. Actually, you could do it at 6th level, right? So.
Yeah.
Somebody call Sej. Fuck.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I didn't realize this wasn't part of the map. There we go, map layer. Okay, so I'm sorry. I literally got okay. So yeah, the two statues are there, and then in the recessed area that's about 15 feet down, you see that there is another one of those individuals that's more of the Germanic, not Germanic, Grecian
Creature.
urn style. Yeah. It is one individual. Uh, so that might be another hint or a clue. Uh, so, and then Davis and Rock would know that when they did something with the previous rod or whatever you want to call it, the column itself changed. The layer fell off.
So what if we just stick the other rod there?
Didn't work last
We
time.
have another one.
Rock
I
will ask,
mean, if you don't
"Where's
want to
there?"
try, I will.
Oh, well, where's there though, Rock? Or this is Rock asking. I, I'm down to try it.
Um,
Just don't know where.
Yeah, did you
Just-
find like a hole or something for it?
no, but I'll. I mean, look. I'm gonna look
Okay.
for like a receptacle for like a rod or spear or
Sure.
something.
Where are you looking?
um, on the hands, I guess.
You'll climb up. All right.
Can Al help from below somehow?
Um, he would need to get up there to see. He's
Yeah.
got Lunlun.
Oh, it's true.
Oh,
He
I
does
mean,
have Lunlun. Yeah, Lunlun help out.
okay. All right. So go ahead and you can give me a investigation check or a stonemason's check if you have proficiency in it.
I don't, but I can certainly climb.
Yeah,
You said a what check? I'm sorry, investigation.
investigation. And then
With help.
Karos, are you helping in any way? Down below or
Big.
somewhere else? Yeah, you can
Uh,
do it. Ow.
32 total.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. You don't need the help.
Okay. 13.
19 plus 13.
Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. And so um, you take your time and you go up one statue and you look at it, investigate it. You look at the, go down and go to the other statue because it's too much of a leap to make safely. So this will take some time. They are, like I mentioned, they're pretty much identical. The one with a 30, what was it, 32 total?
32 total.
Okay. You are able to see that the one who has the hand open must not have had the hand open for long because the coloration and the degree at which the palm, where where the sorry, how do I put this? Where the palm of the hand and the inside of the fingers are is not nearly as sunbaked and cracked and weathered as the other one that has its hand closed. The one that has its hand closed, you can see like the top of the fingers and all that, they're like sun-baked. But the one that's open is seemingly like more protected and sheltered from the elements, which leads you to understand that something caused that hand to open, and it opened more recently.
Hey, Rock. Or whoever has the rod, right? I mean, was it Rock? Hey,
Yes.
Rock. Can you toss that thing up here?
He can
He'll
jump up there and give
say,
it to you.
he's like, and he'll look and he'll do, yeah, it's still high. He'll hand it to Pebble. Pebble will just fly up there and drop it for you.
Oh,
And I
thanks,
need to.
Birdie.
That's right.
While he's like standing on the hand, he's gonna like slowly, like Indiana Jones, place it before the boulder happens.
In the open hand or closed hand?
In the open hand that has like the markings that you were describing.
Oh, okay. So then the lack, you place it carefully, wincing, bracing yourself. Are you letting other people know what's going on?
Kind of just running on an idea, so no, not yet.
Okay. So where are you placing it? Just in the palm? Just like,
Just the palm in like the spots that seem like they're not sun baked.
yep, gotcha. All right. So as you carefully, gingerly put it down, you set this small rod in this large hand. Nothing happens.
That was anticlimactic. Picks it up
Mhm.
and tries to shove it into the closed hand next to him.
Let's say you jump to the next one. Okay, so you make
Yeah.
your way down, go over there.
Al will also just suggest maybe you ought to open the other one. I don't know.
Can I open the other one?
I don't know.
Hmm. Is there a
Not with
way to
that
open
attitude.
these? Yeah, but it's a statue. How am I supposed to open it?
So as you,
Unless you have an idea down there.
you know, as you go to the the clenched fist one, go ahead and roll me I guess, an investigation check to try to find a place to shove the rod in.
23.
23. Yeah, you're looking it over. And you're at this point you're just trying to like wedge it in some places, but it's clenched, and there's no natural place for it to just be received. So you're just sitting there, and Rock's looking at you. He's like, "Don't break it.
And
Seriously, don't break
I
it."
I'm not trying to break it. Any ideas on opening this hand? I had a good
Uh,
idea, but it's quickly fizzling.
anybody needs help, you just kind of tell me what you're trying to focus on, and I will associate roles.
Well, hey, everybody down there, this open hand here, I'm not sure if you can see it from, well, you can't see it from down there, I guess, but hey. Well, it used to hold something. So I put it in that hand, but nothing happened. It used
Uh,
to hold probably this or something.
uh, Whoever's running Al,
Yep.
give me a intelligence check. We'll do history. Just to kind of
So
associate
he's
it with
still
something.
-2 because of 1 level of exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Do you say history yes or no?
History, yes.
Okay.
Exhaustion, yes.
Yeah, gotcha. 10.
10. That was the DC, surprisingly. Thank you, Baldur's Gate, for letting me know that DC 10 is. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate.
Wow.
No, yeah. We gotta bring it up just for fun. Al will look at it, and fly with on Luna's back to one hand to the other hand, and he'll say, I don't know if it was holding something. It might be that it opened, and that's it. Do we need to open the other hand?
Well, I that was my next idea, but that's a statue. I don't know
Yeah,
about
but
you, but I'm not exactly that strong.
no, but and he's playing off of your initial investigation check, but he's like,
Mm-hmm.
but that hand that's open, you said it only looked like it opened recently.
Yeah.
I mean, what
And
happened?
what you're saying is the other one, right? We can open the other one, maybe?
Yeah. What did? Well, I mean, something had to be done to have opened it. I mean, it doesn't look like it was, and it'll fly over, and you'll be able to confirm this. It doesn't look like it was forced open, like someone broke the fingers to open it. It just looks like it shifted.
Well, anybody have any ideas for where a button would be? Because I
Have you
didn't
tried
find
just
one.
pulling it open? Just try it. You're there.
Come on, it won't try it. Right when he's like bitching about it, it's like, nah, not gonna work. He's gonna pull the hand. Try to open it.
Strength athletics check.
You can do it. Can I give him bravura?
9 total.
You can.
Yeah, I'll
Did
give
you give him before?
Yeah, I'll give him bravura.
Alright, you can roll a d10 on top of that. So 9 plus what, Seal?
Ooh.
And my little buddy will also get a plus D4.
Sure.
How are you guided?
Plus D4?
Wait, yeah. He's up in the air. Sorry, Ben. You can't reach him. Sorry. So just plus a
It's
d10.
touch spell.
Yeah, sorry.
Come here, I'll touch you.
Just like Baldur's Gate, I'm gonna jump down, athletics shove Davis for somatic effect.
Yeah.
17 total, by the way.
70
Oh,
total.
nice.
You pull and you pull and you pull and like there's points where the people on the ground are watching you like try to like grab and pull him. And it looks like, like you forget that you're way up here, right? And then like any moment you could just like let go and fall, 30 plus feet. It's not budging. I'm sorry.
No, there's got to be a switch or something. I'm telling you,
All right.
or something to cause this.
Karos is gonna call up to Cielo and say, does when you said the other statue's hand opened, like were there joints? Were there like mechanical, or is this like magic-y shit? Like the stone just moved like a real hand would move.
Well, there's no joints to the statue's hand, so it has to be magical, I think.
Correct. There's no obvious seams, grooves, or anything. It just
This
looks
isn't-
like it.
This isn't like a
Try
guy.
asking.
Is it? Yeah. Is this like a Scoot type situation where it's like construct type thing? Hey, statue, can you open your
Scoot
hand?
had joints.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
No response from the statue. You can give me a persuasion check at advantage with your totem.
Hell yeah.
And I thought I was the dumb one.
Why would you ever think that when Davis is in your party? 28. Come on, open up. Let us in, statue.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
What was the total? I don't
28.
see a roll.
Oh, I did it.
Oh,
in person.
28.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
What's funny is if I wasn't learning Celestial, that would have been a 33.
Still.
Oh no,
not.
sorry, it was performance, not persuasion. Never mind. It still would have been a 28.
So with the 28, you guys on the ground are.
I'm tickling
feeling
it.
like, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
tickling
Davis
it behind
got
its
it.
knee.
Yeah.
I'm like, coochie coochie coo, come on, let us in.
Yeah. No response. Who was with Rock when he messed with the previous? When he lost, I'm gonna use air quotes. Lost the previous rod.
I think it was me, because he and I were doing stuff,
Okay.
right?
Gotcha. All
That's
right.
when he took the leap.
Oh yeah.
It was right around that time, yeah.
Yeah. You can give me a recent history check. So,
intelligence
you are
plus
proficient in
proficiency.
recent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can Rock roll for it as well or not?
He could portent it.
Oh, you could. That's right. Hold on. What was his portents? 3 and 16.
I mean, I will say it would be a +4 for me because I have a -1 intelligence +5.
It's a 5 and a 13.
Yeah. Right. I don't think either one would be that great, so I'll just roll it.
But could he give you advantage? Because he is proficient in history.
Sure.
Okay. Still only 13 total.
13 total.
But it was 6, so that helped.
Yeah. There's. You're not sure. There's something you're missing.
Does it look at all like the? So does this statue remind me of the guy on the edge of the cliff? like in
No.
its stature or look. Okay, never mind.
No, no. Something here does
Oh, okay.
that you've seen,
Is
but
it the guy on the floor in the indentation?
yes,
Oh, okay.
it's the Grecian style tiles.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I would share that. I'd be like, I, come to think of it, when we saw the take the leap thing, I know this is kind of switching gears. We're done opening this hand, but the picture of the guy on the floor in there, and I'll point down onto the indentation. I'll say, that's the guy that's supposed to be like, quote unquote, taking the leap in that thing we saw back over in the main area or the other area. Is like, do we take the leap from here or into there, or I don't know.
Does that trigger anything for Rock?
Yeah, he can go down and look at uh, the tile. Does anybody
Okay.
else want to do anything? You guys are close. You guys are getting warmer.
Well, Rock's curious, so he's gonna go look.
Okay.
Davis had something really weird cross his mind yesterday when I think it was a Groa that was talking about people would go underwater and then get mixed up, thinking up was down, down was up, that kind of stuff. Davis will be like, what if instead of like leaping off something to go down, we need to like go up, somehow leap up, like and fall up, you know? Maybe like the water is actually like the surface and we're underneath that surface, Maybe we're already underneath the water and we need to like leap further into. I don't know, because she was saying like they're going the wrong way, and I just throw things out there. Sometimes they make sense, but maybe this isn't one of those times.
Well, she also said that they gave up and came back because they got scared about losing their trajectory. So why don't you just like not be scared? You want me to take a dive? I will.
Davis just raises his hand instinctively, like, sounds good.
So
Alright,
where exactly is this statue that we're on? Right here in the middle, right?
that's
This is just a tile on the floor.
tile on the floor. These two circles represent the statues.
Got you.
One with the open hand, one with the closed hand. But someone said something with Rock. They wanted Rock to do something.
Yeah,
So,
Rock, because Davis mentioned that it looks like the thing, and it was Rock and Davis there. So Rock's gonna go over to the mosaic in the ground and see if he can, if anything jogs his memory on what he saw and what he remembers.
so the mosaic on the ground is very much in the same style as that large column that the two of them had observed. It is of a similar depicted individual, maybe the same guy. Um, he is standing in a proper stance, with both hands up over his head, and there is a groove uh, along that slot, like a slot that lines up fairly well with something above his hands. It looks like he would be holding something over his head.
Okay. And then Rock will look at Al and go, "Can't Hans find secret doors?"
Can he find secret doors? I know he can find traps. I don't know if he can find secret doors. Let's see.
And
He
then he'll
does
go
go
back to
pretty.
focusing on that and trying to see if there's anything around him or maybe the rod or whatever would fit in this groove.
Yeah. Uh, if he gets the rod back, it looks like it'll be a pretty snug fit.
So yeah,
Rock
Al.
will go, "Give me the rod. Give me the rod."
But yeah, Al,
Here you go.
when he's within 10 feet of a secret or hidden pathway, passage, door, trap, blah blah blah, then Al will give him a scratchy scratch.
Yeah, but I don't think he's attuned
He
to
is
Hans right now, is
not.
he?
He is
Yeah.
not.
So Hans is just decoration right now.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it does look like the groove could hold the second rod.
And because Rock's being Rock, he'll be like, you know what, Cielo, why don't you go ahead and put it there, and Rock will take about 20 foot step back.
Sure.
All right.
Davis instinctively does the same.
Pebble flies away. All right. So yes. Yay! The key finally found it. So as you reach down, you try to line up the rod and you put it in, Nothing happens. You flip it around and you realize that the little L shape needs to actually go down. And as the
Oh,
L
I
shape
had it
goes,
backwards the whole time. Guys,
yeah.
come on, you all.
So
This is your fault.
as you put the rod down, and it connects, and the mosaic is now holding essentially the rod. It looks like it, and then all of you will hear the sound of like what would be like boulders falling as the second hand opens
Sick.
before your eyes.
You just had to tickle it
And
in the
then,
right place. That was it.
yeah, and then I can finally remove this. So we will shift you guys over here. Shift you guys over here.
Found the waterfall,
Good thing
guys.
you guys stepped back. So as you step back, the floor, the mosaic begins to kind of sheen, and the two statues, well, they're stills on this, they begin to rotate, and their arms that are extended and open now turn towards the outside. And as they're turning towards the outside, the floor begins to part, and you see the water begin to flow and cascade, and you see that there was a waterfall indeed under here, and a fall that seemingly goes forever.
Man, that running water and all that mist, there was a waterfall. Duh.
You know,
I'll look at Rock. I'll be like, I think we found where to take the leap. Maybe.
Rock kind of looks around at everybody like, I'm not jumping first.
I'm
He
gonna look
absolutely
down
would. Are
and
you
see
kidding
if
me?
there's like
Actually,
You
that's
would.
true. He
He
would.
has
He
feather. He
would.
could feather fall for one.
That is true. Can you? Is it like going into blackness? Like you can't see any water down there?
No, you cannot see down there. It goes into blackness.
You're like, hey, Pebble, go check it out.
Okay. Pebble will.
Can I suggest that he puts light on Pebble before that happens?
As you said that, he'll be like, oh yeah, no, yeah. Sorry, I'm so excited about finding this, and he casts light on Pebble.
Right. Pebble will fly. How long are you letting Pebble fly?
Uh, I would say maybe a minute or two, and then he would bamf into Pebble just to see what he
Sure.
sees.
Cool. He bamps into Pebble after a couple of minutes. Blackness. Water continuing to just fall, cascading.
Okay, so I'll let her go for about maybe another minute, and then I'll tell her to come back.
Yep. Total blackness minus the light. It is this similarly well carved stone going well beyond the depth of anything that makes sense. The water just seemingly falling forever.
Then once he tells Pebble to come back, he'll say, "Well, I didn't see a bottom,
hmm.
but they did say take a leap of faith. Maybe you have to trust that there's something there."
That sounds so dangerous, but for what?
Just to be clear, it never said anything to do with faith. It was just take the leap.
Sure. I mean,
I mean, it is a temple, so it's kind of implied, I would guess, but who knows?
And Ben will say, "Faith 11 temple, maybe."
Huh.
Ben is looking like I'm not jumping into a bottomless pit of water wearing plate mail. That ain't happening.
Tempted to, as I'm running out. Because he could dimension door back up, potentially. Assuming it doesn't, like, plane shift him somewhere. Does he have, he doesn't really have a way of, like, softening his fall, though, is the problem.
I can give him water walk. I won't soften it, but it'd be funny.
No. I mean, I'd hate to have to use a dimension door. Like, he could use dimension door to land safely. Like, dimension door is like the most expensive featherfall you could possibly have.
Ben will say, "You want me send message to lady, see she has possible solution?"
Sure.
Because I know her now, right, Adam? So I would be able to.
Yeah, you know Groa. Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell her about we found the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will prepare sand. Of course, I'm gonna have to burn a slot because I've already rolled that
Oh darn, you have to use a spell
today.
slot to cast a spell.
I know, it's so horrible. I could try to cheese the system and do a 4th level and try to see if I can get it for free, but I'm not.
Sending is a 5th level spell though.
It's third
It's
level.
not like you get it.
Third
Oh, third
level.
level. Yeah, you could technically if you wanted to.
But no, I won't do that 'cause it's still technically a 3rd level spell. I'm just using a 4th level spot.
Yeah, but it's the first time you use the slot. So
Yeah. Oh, so it's a slot, not a spell.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the slot.
Okay. I thought it was the spell level, not the slot level.
But if it fails, you'll still have to use a 4th level slot.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's all right. I'll just use a 3rd, and I will send a message saying, because she'll be able to understand me because it's telepathically. We found the entrance to the waterfall. It goes on seemingly forever downward.
Should we take the leap?
Do you think the leap is appropriate or any other suggestions that you have? Oh, this has been, by the way.
XOXO Menagerie. I don't know if you
You
have
know,
that.
I will make a new rule, and you guys can throw in XOXO Menagerie at the end, and it doesn't count.
Hell
against
yeah.
the
Okay.
5.
27 word
XO,
sending. Let's go.
But it has.
XO
Yeah.
Menagerie.
Yeah, 27
Okay,
words
that's
as long as they're XOXO Menagerie at the end.
Yes, I will allow that.
We'll have to. I will put it in the homebrew as sending materia. If you cast this spell and say XOXO Menagerie as the last 2 words of the spell, they don't count against the word tone.
Yeah.
But I would say you have to be part of the menagerie to be
It's
able
true.
to say
You
that,
have to
not just
be a
anyone
member
can do
of.
it.
Yeah. Okay. So
We're gonna
can't
build a
get,
whole
like,
new school
super,
of magic called the Menagerie School.
Yeah. So I can't get super loud and exciting because Anita's sleeping on the couch. She's like, what? Without me? No fair. That was quick. Wait. Was it really that easy? Am I really that dumb? Fuck yeah, take the leap. What's wrong with you?
Ben kind of smiles and she say jump.
The second he says that, Seal is just gonna jump.
All right.
All right, let's
See
go,
you,
dude.
See you on the
If
other
you
side.
watch me jump, it's just like Cielo, but like above him is 2 ears just fluttering.
He's trying to flap his ears like wings.
Yeah, like Dumbo.
Cielo, you leap, and for a moment there, it feels like you're suspended in air, and then you get that feeling of, oh shit, gravity, and you fall, and you get your stomach up in your throat. And who else? Davis, you jumped?
No.
Oh no, so just Cielo. Okay.
And what do we see? Just
Alright,
disappear into
and
blackness?
you just see him go into the darkness because no one casts a light spell on him or anything. So,
True.
and now I need to take Cielo to another channel.
Hold on real quick before you do But do you want to take
Oh.
me down and I'll just not listen? So
Yeah,
I'll
that's
unplug
fine.
my headset so that it can be on the recording.
Yeah, and then I will drag you up when we're done.
Okay.
Am I dead?
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right, you there?
Yep.
You did it. You actually did what you're supposed to do. Because if I will tell you, if anyone tried to like feather fall or fly down there, they would literally fall forever. So it was a situation you could have lost your characters. So you took the leap as you were supposed to. You're supposed to just believe. You're supposed to just trust. It's supposed to be super scary, but you took the leap. And as you're cascading and falling and falling and falling, you basically give up. You're like, fuck, I am dead. What have I done? You try to start like reaching and hoping that you can like push yourself somehow, like float in the air and like reach the sides of the walls and maybe find something that you can dig your feet in or your hands in and just grab yourself, and maybe you'll have to climb for the rest of your life to get out of here, but you can't move.
My lifetime is coming back to me all in memories.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, as you're, yelling at that, like you hear everything, the water is just always falling with you. It's always falling with you. And then eventually you, but it doesn't hurt. Like you splash into the water. And as you like splash, you feel the water, you feel like you're in something, but you don't feel wet. I don't know how to explain it, but you feel like you made contact with something.
Like
And then,
suspension.
yeah, like suspension. And then you just start to drift down slowly. And as you drift down, you start to see light below you. And you start to see classical towers and architecture, very akin to like what we would think of Rome and Greece and like Sparta, all those classics. And it's an elaborate structure. It's insane. And as you fall through the suspension, you cascade down the small bit of water that's streaming, and you essentially land in an extended hand of a statue. The water's pooling in his hand, and then through the fingers, there's multiple little trickle downs, and you fall down one of these little streams and land on the ground. And I'll switch over to the next screen, but I can't show them because I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And you're in this vast space. Above you, you see this like dome almost of like the water. And you can see where it trickles through and it hits the statue. And there's multiple statues, and they're all reaching towards that water. And wherever they're reaching, the water kind of falls. And then there's this yellow light, this like bolts of lightning kind of every once in a while, but not like threatening, not like coming at you, but just like across the sky, air quotes. Uh, and it's like architecture that you've never fully seen. Like it's similar in that it's classical, but it's so elaborate, so detailed. There's twists, turns, and natural bends. The statues look lifelike yet impossible to comprehend. And you've made it essentially to a secret demi-plane. Um, and we'll find out what happens. See if your friends figure it out. But essentially, you are down here, and you are on another plane of existence.
I don't think message is gonna work from here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and
Sweet.
you fell way more than 120 feet.
I don't think
Oh.
this is the Fae, but
No, you know for a fact that it's not the Fae. I will give you that.
well, at least I'm not dead. This is really
Yeah,
cool, but uh-oh.
yeah. And if they don't make it down here, I will send you the reference image on Discord later. Okay.
Sure.
All right, I'm dragging you guys up.
Yep.
Okay. And yes. Hey guys,
Back.
we're back. Davis.
I plugged in again. Yay.
Okay.
So as Cielo jumps in there, like I can cast Feather Fall on all of us as he's falling.
Ah.
Yeah, you don't hear any sounds.
But I'm
You don't
choosing
see
not
anything.
to because I hate you.
I finally
wait.
get rid of my burden.
I like falling faster.
But yeah, I would say, guys, a minute or so has passed now, and there's no change.
Is there any way we can? I guess Al can do detect thoughts once a day. It only reaches 30 feet, so it may not. But whatever, we'll use it. Detect thoughts.
Nope.
See if he finds bunny
I mean,
thoughts.
if he's looking for Cielo, there's no Cielo to target.
Right.
He's too far away.
Okay. So I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I gotta look at the spell though, just to make sure.
Suppose we should have had Rock cast the telepathic bond maybe before he
Yeah.
jumped into the.
Okay, so I will cast sending again, third time today, and I will say, Cielo, are you all right? Let us know if you're alive.
Give me a second. All
What'd you
right.
say?
You can send the message.
It's anywhere
It's
on this plane.
unlimited distance
There,
and any. Oh no, it's actually other planes as well, if I read that correctly. Any
there is a
distance and even
5%.
to other planes of existence. 5%
There's a.
chance.
All right. Go ahead and roll a D100. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is a failure.
Oh, okay, got it. 5% failure. 81.
Cielo, kind of
Mm-hmm.
as if the message is coming through like water, so it's like muffled and all that, even though it's his voice, but you hear Ben's message. Cielo, are you alive? Let us know. But it's like he's yelling through water towards you.
Uh, yeah, everything's fine. Just jump. Just jump. That's it.
Roll me a D100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Message doesn't make it. All right. You get the words. Ben, uh, as if he's in a wind tunnel. Just jump. Just jump. Everything's fine.
Okay, guys, he's dead. Let's leave him. No, I'll say, he say, fine, just jump. And I trust Cielo, so I jump off.
All right.
I'll
Ben,
follow.
you
Clinky
jump.
armor and everything, just like a walking refrigerator. You just fall off.
So Ben, before anyone says it, jump. You jump, and there's that same where you jump and you feel like time stands still for a second, and you look around, and you're just like feel like you're floating there. Then all of a sudden, stomach going up to your throat, and you. Anyone else doing anything?
Yep, following.
Davis, same sensation.
Here we go.
You know, Rock's going. Woo!
Yeah. All right.
What about
Kara's
Al?
going.
Yeah, I'll do it with Linlin. I mean, Linlin, and then they'd be like, I think maybe Linlin actually jump. Don't try and fly. I don't know. Just a hunch. And then Al will jump,
Uh, when you say that,
and Linlin will actually jump,
Rock.
not fly.
Yeah. And Pebble will tuck in her wings and just
Yeah, do a little hop, little
not
birdie hop.
fly. Yeah. Boop and hop. So yes, you guys figured it out. As you all falling, um, it feels like it's taking forever. It feels like you guys have fucked up. Um,
So
can I
I tried
get
to go right after Ben. Do I like see him at all during any of this?
like define right after?
I mean, as soon as I saw him go, I'm like, okay, here we go, boom. Like, not even
Okay.
seconds. Like,
Um,
as soon as I saw him making the
so
motion, it
you
seemed like,
see him
sure.
for a portion of it, like the initial jump, but then however it is, no matter how close you guys were, eventually the individuals seem to always get away from you, and then you're in your own little dark
Okay,
space.
cool.
You can hear the water, and you can hear the wind rushing by you. You can't see anyone other than the darkness. For some of you, as it happened to Cielo, there's panic setting in because you're falling forever. Maybe parts of your life start flashing by, and you instinctively like try to swim in the air and try to reach for the side to get some sort of foothold or get some sort of grapple. on there and just stop your fall. And fuck, if that means you're going to be climbing for your rest of your life to get out of here, whatever. But after a few minutes, or what feels like a few minutes, you eventually then splash into something. It doesn't hurt. It feels like your body says, "Oh, I hit water," but you're not wet. You're just like in a suspended kind of state. And as you look down, you see little flickers of light kind of coming up from below you. And you just instinctive, like you can't swim in this. Some of you may try to swim or try to float or try to move, and you just can't. And you start drifting towards the bottoms, like debris that has no control over where it's going. And then you reach this bottom, and then you start to feel like this rush, and you start to be part of a stream that's trickling out. And as you guys get kind of separated, and one of you spits out, and you hit, essentially land on something as you're like being carried by this stream of water, and you fall on a palm of a hand, massive palm of a hand, and then as the water is pooling, it starts to spill over from the various fingers, the gaps between the fingers, and you start to fall. And as you fall, you land on your feet. And then you see one of your friends in another statue get caught. Same thing, water spilling over, and you fall. And then you look around, and you guys have made it to this place that is of like in classical architecture, similar to what was above, but it's like Roman, Greek, Athenian, Spartan architectures. It's so detailed and so elaborate. It's so insane. There's dozens of statues just reaching up to these various points. Sorry, I will let you count how many statues are, but there's multiple statues reaching out to these points where the water seemingly breaks through and it drills down. I will move you guys over to where you guys have made it, and we will
Hooray!
probably call it the. And this is what Davis rolled.
Oh, nice. You're welcome.
You have landed in this realm, whatever this may be. Above you, as you look, there is this dome. You can see like this dome of like essentially the water. It must be collecting and gathering here. It's acting as a barrier. And across that barrier, every once in a while, you see these yellow flashes of almost like lightning. But they're not striking towards you or going after you. These pillars, this architecture here, it goes up and up, kind of giving you a feel of like a tower. At least the central focus of the tower. It's surrounded by multiple statues reaching up to the points of the water. The architecture is both familiar and alien. It's beautiful and awe-inspiring, and it's impossible to wrap your head around. Clearly, this was not just stone masonry. And you're in this realm now, this place. And before you is this tower? Question mark.
Very cool.
And I think that's where we'll leave it.